Greetings, everyone. Welcome to the show. I am the Waffle Stomping Recruiter. With me today is the OG Waffle Stomper. Some say he was waffle stomping when you was wetting the sheets. Da
Yeah,
ha,
that's
da
right.
ha.
Damn
Full
right.
disclosure. Full disclosure. There's going to be a lot of Rap and Duke references today in this show. Um,
Yeah.
I got
I
I
tell
got
you,
my beat.
Pilgrim, I started that crap.
Uh-huh. I got the human beatbox with me over here. You guys don't know it. DIY has started a Fat Boys tribute band. Uh, just so you know.
There we go.
Oh man. Oh man. I'll tell you what. If they're not in here for this one, screw them. Screw them. They're gonna miss out. We got the grumpy trucker in here with us. He says he'd rather buy a repo truck than be a truck driver right now. Again, that's called the Velox move. Is what that's called.
That's
Now when you get
a wise move.
Yeah. Now, when you get real bad heartburn, that's called the Malox move. Um, when you eat Burger King and McDonald's in the same day, that's called the Malox move.
That's just bad judgment.
True that. Killians is in the house. What up, Killians? Are you still trucking? I talked to Killians on the phone for a little while today. When me and him talk, it's like a tornado of conversation. It really is. We'll be it's like an episode of Simpsons. We're gonna start over here and that conversation is gonna end way, way over there.
Hmm.
Jerome Jones in the house. What up? What up? El Guapo in the house. Channel member, by the way. Uh, got tons of channel members here lately. Thanks to all the channel members. Shout out to you guys. Jerome says, uh, might be getting a drive-in trailer. No more power only. Um, I think most
Ooh.
people are selling equipment right now, Jerome. I don't know if they're buying equipment. Um, what do you think, DIY?
Oh, who cares what I think? Nobody ever asks what I think. They just do what they want and, you know, leave me sitting out here in the freaking Connecticut rest area with my ass in both hands.
Oh, well, hey, it could be worse. Could
Yeah.
have no ass in hands.
I'm
You
uh
know what I'm saying?
I'm I'm in a I'm in a very bad mood the last couple of days. Um
Yeah.
yeah, I'll tell you all about it little by little.
Mm.
Right now, right now, this very minute, as we speak, I should be home having the best effing day of my effing life ever, and I'm out here in the freaking truck
Mm.
because Coyote Logistics is a bunch of bitches. That's why.
Yeah, I was gonna. I mean, we're 4 minutes into the show. I was gonna wait at least 5 minutes before I triggered you and brought up Coyote Logistics. But now that we're in it, um, have the police been called on the threats, or how serious did they take it?
I think I blew that up. At a certain point, you don't care anymore. But they
Right.
they screwed me pretty. See, here's a little backstory, right? Like DIY don't have no fun. I don't take vacations. We don't go out and hang out. We don't get enjoyment out of many things in life. So like when I plan something, it's important to me. Like there was only really 2 days this whole year that I needed to be home. Uh, Last weekend and this weekend. The rest of the year was negotiable. And I had a once in a lifetime opportunity today, and it got effed up because Coyote Logistics screwed up, and they which screwed up something with one of my customers that I had to jump in the truck and deadhead, I don't know, 1,300 miles to fix. And it's not over yet. It's got a few more days till it's all fixed up nice like. But um, yeah, I'm real sour about it. So it's been a bad week overall. I had some really awful things happen this week. Uh, Been trying not to talk to people because I'll probably say something I regret. So why don't we just do it to about 100 people in the live chat tonight?
Okay. If anybody would like their head ripped off, go ahead and say something smart ass DIY right now. I would imagine. Let's see here. I'll read a few more comments here. everybody loves you here at DIY. They love you. Killian says he's about sick of the reefer for real.
You know what, Killian?
Yeah.
That reefer's damn sick of you too.
Yeah, it told me that
You're constantly pushing. You're always pushing its buttons, trying to get it wound up.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. I talked to Reefer on the phone for a minute today. It said, "Well, you know what? You know what really grinds my gears? That freaking Killian's." No, I hear you, dog. I hear you. Like, yeah, no. I'm having some real troubles with the grocery warehouse.
Yeah, there was an opportunity wrapped up in this whole thing. It was a personal, private thing with a very big opportunity mixed in with it, and it'll never come around again. I'll tell you that. Sucks. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
Also to meet somebody like that is one of the people that I admire most in the world, and spend some time with them. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah.
But since I'm gone, the wife gets to go do it on her own with a couple of my other family members we sent in my place. So later I get to have them call me and tell me all about it, how great it was.
Yeah.
What are you going to do? That's trucking, right?
Yeah. Yeah. Sometimes you just got to say F it and just blow trucking off. I'm about to do that this coming week, dog. I've had more load offers and I'm just like, no, it ain't happening, bro. Like, of course, my thing's not
I almost did blow it off and just go home. But, long-term perspective and all, and, everything, throwing away everything you worked for in one day is, sometimes not a good idea.
It's never stopped me in the past. But yeah, we're in different positions. We're in different positions. It's like, when I say screw it, it's like, okay, we're down a driver. It's like the whole company doesn't cease to run. El Guapo says, congratulations.
Imagine.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
Go ahead.
Guapo says, congratulations on 18,000 subscribers. Thank you very much. Fake Trucking's in the house. Yeah, appreciate that. Finally, boy, it slowed down a lot there around the beginning of the year. So, yeah, it took me a little while. I thought I was going to be there way sooner, but we do what we do. Fake Trucking says, is this the cool kids table? I see he is not committed to putting a picture of his new truck in the avatar there. He's going to stick with the Mac.
Hey, this is I don't like where this is going. This is all about me tonight.
Nah, we can change that. Killian says it's going good. Just been wanting to get into tanker or flatbed. Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
JD Jeff says, hell, go haul aluminum in open tops out of Louisville and pull 100K. Okay. Probably not a bad idea. Okay, he meant hell.
100K. 100K. That's like my third favorite thing in life.
Yeah.
Behind $1 million, and my second favorite thing is 250K. Oh, which incidentally, funny you bring up 250K. That's the other part of my week this week, where I had a driver in one conversation cost me about $250,000 a year in revenue. So I'm quite pleased about that.
Yeah.
Quite pleased about that.
Okay. So the brokers aren't doing you good. Truckers aren't doing you good. Have you thought
Yeah.
about getting out of trucking? Maybe doing like some freelance OnlyFans work. I hear a lot of people that are fed up with their jobs get into that.
There's only so many angles you can take of your butthole that people want to see. I
Hmm.
mean, once you've seen it, 3 different angles, what's left, you know?
I got some ideas.
Okay.
Kim says, yeah, fake cool kids table for sure. Is Fate working today? Are you working today, Fate Trucking?
He is home.
I tried calling him the other day. He was probably at home. Cents per mile says, dang, we blow up the chat 20 minutes early. Yeah, come on with it. Yeah, we're a little behind here. We're a little behind. We'll catch it up. This String Life says, just canceled my lease truck. Should I Uber now? Yeah. Just, you know, like I got 2 recommendations for you. Uh, First Ubering, I'm sure that does well. I hear, even though I can tell you from experience, Ubering not so much. It might be good for YouTube content, but there ain't a lot of money in it anymore. Or just saying, don't throw it out there. Have you tried the OnlyFans? I mean, that's kind of becoming my new thing. I'm just recommending everybody go on OnlyFans.
All
Um,
right.
can I recruit you to a waffle stomping position? Because I get a recruitment bonus every time somebody waffle stomps.
I don't know if you noticed, but I'm the OG waffle stomper.
I
So,
did notice that.
I recruited you, so I don't think you can recruit me back. Sounds like a pyramid scheme when you put it that way.
Yeah, yeah, it's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. Let's see, DIY. Oh hell, King. Yes, JD Jeff says, what part of the country are you in? I'm on the Eastest Coastus. I'm over
Me
here
too.
on the Eastest Coastus. I can feel that ocean breeze coming in. Since per mile says DIY, you got any stub deg loads for me?
Oh, see, yeah, about that. Um, the thing that Paul and I were working so hard on for, I don't know, like the past 2 years, finally getting some freight. We pulled about 80 loads so far with the brokerage. Um, things were going well, starting to branch out, had some new people starting to participate. Yeah, that's done.
Mm,
Over. Because some
mm,
truck driver had to run their fucking mouth. Pardon my language, but I'm a little bit salty about it. Somebody had to go in there and talk 9 miles of shit to my customer. And guess what? I got the phone call, got my ass reamed out, and said, he's out of here. Don't ever come back on our property. And, oh, by the way, you're done too.
nah.
So, not really going to want to say any more about it than that, because sometimes local people watch, and I don't need to be, saying things about whatever. But yeah, thanks a lot. But and he ruined it for a lot of people. There was a couple of people that were hauling for me dedicated on that, and I was so now you'll see those loads on the load board, everybody, for I don't know $600-700 less, on a 400-mile load. So congratulations on that. That guy hurt a lot of people. He hurt himself. The joke's on him because he never can go back there again. Hurt me and my drivers. Took freight from us, and the people that were participating in the little program, it was really starting to turn into something. Very, very slowly, but it was starting to kind of work out. So congratulations on that, buddy. I hope you have a great freaking life.
Mm, rough. That is rough. Says for Miles
I
says
just can't freaking believe it.
load boards getting thin and brokers aren't answering the phones. Yeah, you better believe a lot of games going on right now. Let's see. Chief Ray Holler says the only thing I've not seen getting thin is my waist. Come on. Gotta have some whoppers. Okay. Yeah, no doubt. We was gonna talk about job hopping tonight. Is there any benefit in job hopping? Like like eh, what's your take on job hopping, DIY?
I mean, it's I understand looking for better opportunities, but at a certain point, it starts to look real bad on a resume, and places are starting to
Yeah.
get picky about hiring, because they can. There's a lot to pick
Yeah.
from. I had some pretty decent applications come in that I had to turn down, and for reasons the insurance company gave me that they hadn't given me before. So that's unfortunate because I really kind of was looking forward to it. But yeah, I mean, there can be some consequences in the long run, even if you meant well, if you're, improving yourself. But if you have like 9 jobs in 2 years, it kind of looks bad. Kind of,
Yeah.
Put yourself in your employer's position. Would you hire you? Looking at that
Yeah.
application.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with like, why you were switching jobs too. If you're going from one mega carrier to another because they pay 1 more cent per mile, you know, to me that looks bad. Like if you're switching from OTR to regional because you want to be home more, something like that. I could see if somebody's got you a dedicated lane you're going to run. I could see that, but I'm not a fan of just switching to switch. Um, you know, eh, like I say, it will catch up with you eventually. Plus, you lose out on your seniority and your insurance and everything when you start jumping around a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Papa's in the house. Good evening from 24. Got to get to the St. Louis. All right. Killian says, love a double bacon Whopper with cheese. Yeah, let me look at my poll real quick. We got 50 votes been cast so far. Burger King is ahead 56 to 44% over McDonald's. Robert says, supersize my buns. Come on. I hear you. I hear you. CJ Hudson, what's going on, everyone? Not much. Trying to pump up the jams. Just talking trucking. Since Brown says, Killian, is your camera broken? Haven't seen you on here in forever. Yeah. Yeah, Killian's it's rough on your YouTube channel when you put out a bunch of stuff and then you don't put out anything, and then you put out a bunch of stuff and then you don't put out. I'm going through that right now. I kind of fell off for a week or two there, and boy, you fall out of that YouTube algorithm real quick.
Yeah, you do.
Burger King's is Canadian French. Okay, Gary Bates. Burger King is Canadian French. I don't know. I don't know the lineage of the Burger King, honestly. He's the first of the Burger Kings, as far as I know. It's not like they haven't built a real lineage there yet. Gillian's 22 miles from the house. Me and the old lady are going to Pigeon Forge for the weekend. Need this little break from trucking and brokers. There you go. There's Killian's videos coming up this weekend. Go over there to OnlyFans. Check out Killian's on OnlyFans. Grade 8 Transportation says, I see how it is. I come to DIY's backyard and he heads out of town. Yeah,
That's
DIY
right.
all the way to the East Coast, dog. That's what he do. That's what he do. Seth says, evening cash, steering wheel holders. How's it going? Not bad. I'm okay. Waiting on a pickup in the morning. We got a Saturday morning pickup back to the house. When it's going straight back to the house, I'll wait a day on it. That's my motto. That's how I
There you
motto.
go. It's a good motto.
Justin says, what up, everybody? Not much. Justin's a channel member. Thank you for that. Andrew Fleming says, Cash, I'm about to graduate from Interstate in South St. Paul. Woo! I was talking to somebody about truck driving school today. They shouldn't call it truck driving school. They should change the name to CDL school, because that's what you're there for, to get a CDL. Just so you know, they don't teach you trucking. Trucking is learned by trucking. It's right here. It's in your heart. And by that I mean, it makes your left arm go numb and you get a weird tingle in your jaw. How does trucking make you feel, DIY?
Palpitations, tightness in your chest,
Yeah, that's trucking.
leading to vomiting. Yeah.
Yep. That's a man that knows he has felt it before, and he knows what it feels like. But no, I was talking to somebody today, and they were talking about trucking, and like the first time they went out on their own, there was so much they didn't even know they didn't know. So just keep that in mind. Like when you come out of truck driving school, there you still got a lot to learn. A lot.
Yeah,
So,
be willing to learn.
yes. But congratulations from graduating from Interstate. Go over to the Peterbilt dealership right there behind it and buy you a new Peterbilt. That's what I recommend.
Oh.
Finance your whole life. Go over there and buy one of them $200,000 Peterbilts.
Do it.
Yeah, I'm the waffle stomping recruiter. Lease that thing right on to a waffle stomping type of company, and watch your money burn.
Diversify your bonds.
Exactly. Scott says, Cash, say a prayer for my buddy. He was involved in a rollover accident and is not coming home. Just got the call. Stay safe.
Oh, man.
Damn. Pretty nasty rollover yesterday in Breezewood, boy. She looked pretty bad. Somebody hung one of them curves on the westbound side there. When you go by the Flying J, you go up to the top of the hill where the TA is. You hang out right. Somebody hung out right way too fast and had her all spilt out there on the ground. And I said, boy, that don't look good. Landed on the driver's side like that. But yeah, we'll definitely say a prayer for him. Do what we can. Bob says, buy a reefer, can't move food in a dry van. Actually, little fun fact, more food moves in dry vans than it does in reefer.
Yep.
You ever haul canned food in a reefer, DIY?
I mean, I have, but like you can haul it in a van.
It's not common. What about macaroni and cheese? People love that stuff.
I have not, because they want that. They want a van for that. They slip sheet that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, buddy, you open your door and swing it into mine, I'll kill you.
What about Pop-Tarts?
Oh. I'll leave with a load of them, but by the time I get there, they're gone.
I'd like to let you know, new and improved Eggo waffle Pop-Tarts here, because I'm the waffle stomping champ.
Is that real? That's disgusting. That's got to be terrible.
Haven't opened them yet. I just bought them because they were on clearance, and they say Eggo waffle on here.
Well, Lego.
It kind of feeds into my waffle stomping company here. The damnedest thing about these here Pop-Tarts? Let me tell you, the damnedest thing is they skim just a little bit off the top before you know it.
Oh, you can see a spot on there where they scraped off half the frosting.
It should say Super Eggo. Super Eggo is what it should say. Yeah, they scrape a little frosting right off the top before you even know it. Oh, man, your favorite YouTubers making videos about them right now, I'm sure.
Yep.
Oh, man. I gotta get me one of them recruiting codes, dog. I swear to God, I feel like everybody on YouTube's got a damn recruiting code right now. I tell you what, go down to my Cash App. That's my new recruiting code.
That'll work.
Oh, it ain't right. It ain't right. Woody's in the house. That's trucking. Yeah, he knows it. CJ says, DIY broker in a truck setting the example for broker transparency. Now, are you saying you're not a broker anymore?
Well, I'm broker than I was yesterday. That's for sure.
Nice. Okay. He still got it, folks.
Yeah.
He still got it. Doug Kelly says, I'm with
Because I'm overly
DIY.
tired.
Yeah, that's why I had to get you in here. I like it. I like that when the insomnia kicks in, and you beat it down with a Red Bull or a Monster. Oh, it's
Today,
prime time.
because nobody can carry my favorite kind of freaking what do you call it,
Energy
Rockstar.
drink.
I had to buy this
Uh,
purple thing here.
oh,
Moss
nice.
purple grape. Yeah, it has a bunch of sugar in it. I didn't know that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have got it.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a nice.
I never
Like,
had one before. I don't know.
Is your Chrysler Sebring okay?
You making
Does
fun of my
that come
Subaru?
does that come with a free pack of Pall Mall? Like,
I see where you're going with this.
yeah, yeah. What is your blue healer okay?
It's you might know it by its old name of Jolt, right? Is that where you're
Okay.
going with this?
I don't know. I tell you what, before you chug all that down, go in the truck stop and buy one of those little bars, one of those little bottles of Smirnoff, and pour it in there, and it'd be like drinking a Four Loko.
Yeah, I had one of those once. That stuff will make your teeth hurt.
Love Four Loko. The energy of crack cocaine and the alcohol of freaking uh, country club vodka. Ugh, what's not to like?
All of it.
Yeah, I guess. Doug says, I'm a DIY. I should have been home by now, but no, still waiting for a door at Lando Lakes in Fort Worth. Damn it. Damn it, boy. Seth Ward says, suck it up, Buttercup.
Yeah, be honest with you, I'm having a hard time with this one. The I don't know what got me more, the thing I'm missing or the 250 grand out of my pocket.
Yeah, for sure. Pop says, is it anything compared to capstone fees? Is it capstone fees? JD Jeff says, I said something rude a few months back on your book. So rip me. There you go. I
I
think you
probably
talking about
had it
your
coming.
book review, probably. Taylor says, howdy from El Paso, running the Taco 500 and home to Phoenix tonight. Damn. Making it home tonight, dog. Is this your 6th day on the road? Alan says, well, hell, I revoked my authority last week. Home every night now. Yeah. Shut that authority down. Probably get more home time. This is truth. Hunter says Burger King sucks. It's like $13 for a combo. Oh, contraire, my friend. Let me tell you about the Indiana Toll Road Service Plaza, where I bought a large bacon Whopper thing. What's that thing called? The Bacon King.
Baconator.
I
Oh,
bought a
Bacon
bacon king combo large, 17 and some change on that thing.
I'm here. I got you. I'm here in Connecticut on the I-95 at a service plaza. I just paid $18 for a tuna fish sub, a foot-long tuna sub. $18. That's no chips, no drink, no nothing, just a sub.
Wow.
Yeah,
And there's no, the research they did, they could not find any actual tuna in that tuna meat at Subway.
what kind of mystery meat is it?
Let me Google it, because this was like a thing. Like, no.
Oh, are you serious? Are you serious
tuna.
right now?
Yeah, and
Oh, what did I eat?
And Subway sandwich.
Well, did the dumbasses know that's because they got a turkey sub? Wasn't supposed to be any tuna in it.
No, here you go from NPR. U.S. judge rules that Subway can be sued over its 100% tuna claim.
Okay.
It says,
Does that mean I can be sued over my 100% tuna claim?
It can. Federal judge says a woman's lawsuit against Subway can move forward, refusing the restaurant chain's request to dismiss the suit. Alleges that its tuna sandwich partially or wholly lacked tuna. Subway consumer by saying its sandwich and other products contain tuna and 100% tuna. Lawsuit cites a maritime biologist who analyzed 20 samples of tuna offerings from 20 different Subway restaurants and found no detectable tuna DNA sequences whatsoever in 19 of the 20 samples.
What the hell is it then? It tastes like tuna.
Imitational crab meat, dog.
No, that's not imitation crab. Tastes like tuna. Imitation crab is whitefish.
You know, that's not really what I said. I was joking on that part. The rest of everything else was true, though. That was all true. The imitational crab meat was a joke. Subway asked the U.S. District Judge John Tagar to dismiss the case, saying part of the tuna sandwich routinely includes other ingredients. Subway also says reasonable consumer watching a sandwich artist prepare their order would recognize that there's a chance for cross contact between various ingredients. But judge recently ruled that Anna's lawsuit should continue, saying the facts at the heart of the case aren't settled. He also noted that some of the allegations refer to ingredients that a reasonable consumer would not reasonably expect to find in a tuna product. What did you eat was the question.
I'll never do that again. I can't.
I mean, 19 of the 20 samples contained no tuna DNA.
Well, that's the thing. It tastes like tuna. Like so it's not like it's I would like to believe tuna is a hard taste to fake, right? Yeah, plenty of jokes and come on with it. No. But you would think.
All you need is some tuna drippings, dog. They probably got a squirt bottle. They squirt some tuna water in there from the tuna factory.
Oh, dude. No, it's disgusting, but you're probably 100% right. It's tuna juice.
I bet it's soy. I bet you anything that's soy they put in there. It's like probably some sort of tofu product.
Damn it. No, I gotta know.
You know their chicken, that pre-made chicken breast thing. I heard like years ago that was like 50% soy.
I believe it. Yeah,
because like if you tear it apart, it's got no like grain to it like chicken does. It's just like a flabby thing.
If you went as far as to do a DNA sample on it and say this is not tuna DNA, how about you just go the extra 3 miles and tell us what the hell it is? Then you just analyzed its DNA. Continue the thought. Well, you probably this ain't tuna. Threw it in the garbage. Like, no.
Yeah.
You have the DNA. Complete the thought and tell us what the hell it is actually.
It's Soylent Green.
Yeah.
It's human waste. Taylor says no more tears, DIY. I think he's over it now. Now he's more concerned about this Subway sandwich than he ate. Oh man. Sorry if you guys like Subway. I was watching a trucker the other day and he was talking about how much he loves Subway, and I was like, boy, you picked the perfect career if you love Subway.
It's not that I'm a Subway fan, but the other choice here was McDonald's, and like I try not to eat McDonald's. Yes, I normally would have some food in the truck here, but I'm out more days than I thought I was going to be. So,
good low carb meal at McDonald's. Go in there and order you 4 of them quarter pounder patties.
That ain't beef any more than Subway is tuna. I'm telling you, that's more soy than anything.
Well, here's the thing. Justin Exer says, should we talk about broker transparency? Now let's keep talking about meat transparency here. Yeah, no, I have problems with McDonald's beef as well because, it's been proven. So here's the thing: McDonald's got away with it. They got sued, but they got away with it. They were saying 100% all beef patties. So the USDA has a leeway where it can be like 95% beef and still say 100% beef patty. You know what the difference is? Is McDonald's got
5%.
lots of money,
Yeah.
and you know why they had to do that? Because there was traces of ammonia. Because they like tenderize the meat with ammonia.
Oh, that's healthy.
Yeah, yeah, um, yeah. There's some video about that out there, like how they mix McDonald's beef. It's pretty rough. You know, one thing I seen on that, they said that could come from up to like 1,000 different cows in one batch of that meat because they're just taking meat from everywhere and mixing it all together.
Yeah, DNA test that. I guess from now on, I eat nothing but lutefisk and pickled herring.
Love pickled fish, dog. How about lox and bagels with a little cream cheese? Is that still good to go?
I've never had lox and bagels.
Mm. I love dried fish. I'm gonna tell you what makes the best breakfast
Ooh,
sandwich.
yes.
Put some dried salmon, a little bit of cream cheese, just a little bit on there. I'm not talking about thickness. I'm talking about just like a real Hebrew like myself would do. Real thin. Because hey, you got to make it last. Real thin layer of cream cheese, and then some dried salmon on your bagel in the morning. You're doing something there, dog. Yeah. Got me thinking about it now. Paul Harris says, I told my company I wanted to return the equipment to them. They said they would send a driver to get the truck. Damn. Would that be abandoning a vehicle if they wouldn't let me return it?
Try to make them put it in writing.
Yeah.
That they want you to leave it there.
Yes.
And if they ask you to give the keys to somebody, get a receipt for the keys.
Yeah. Yeah. Lots of pictures of things is how I would handle that. If they sent you that message on the Qualcomm, I would take pictures of that Qualcomm message. I would get my ducks in a row on that because that is some like, see, that's another thing. Like, me personally, I would have a hard time telling a company I'm bringing your equipment back. I would just be like, I've got an emergency. I need to get to the terminal.
Yeah.
And then because I did that with Western Express. I knew what kind of shady company they were, so I had them route me by the terminal, and I dropped the truck off, like, cleaned it out, gave the key to the person at the desk. I recorded handing them the key. I just had my phone like down here, like holding it, recording, and I was like, "Here's your key for truck 6524, whatever it was." And yeah, I recorded handing them the key, and then I bounced.
I just say, if there's nobody there to turn the keys over to them, throw them in the fuel tank. Say, I don't know, I left them in the truck.
That's dirty as shit right there. That's some dirty shit right there.
There you go.
Can't say I wouldn't, though. Can't say I wouldn't. Paul says, I'm starting my new company on Monday. Oh, hell, where are you going, Paul? I didn't know you was switching companies. So Paul's a job hopper. No, I'm just kidding. With Bo V says, is this thing on? Who's heard the super chats weren't working? Oh, they are working, and we're a little behind on comments. So you notice how I jumped right down there and read that one? That's a thing. That's a thing, dog. Let me see here. Let me get back up to here where I was at. I want to read more Paul's comments. Paul says, new company is increasing my pay, estimated about $250 a week. Well, that's a little bit before they skim a little off the top, Paul. I know where you're going. It ain't. It might be super ego waffle. Just saying, be careful with the skimming off the top. I put out a little video the other night about that, and boy, did people get in the comments on that one. And a lot of people confirming it. But one person left me a really educational comment that he worked there for a couple months, and he said their contract states they give you 88% of what they offer. It doesn't say 88% of the rate con. It says they give 88% of what they offer.
Then that's going to go nowhere.
It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough because you could get them for false advertisement because their ads did say 88% of the load, but then the contract you signed says something different.
Well,
so they kind of got you.
Shame on them for not reading the contract. Well, I mean, mostly shame on them for being a shitbag company.
Yes.
But then, you know, got to read stuff. You know, I find it ironic, like everybody wanting to sue them and pile on, but is anybody really quitting? Is there a mass exodus of drivers? I bet you the drivers that are suing them didn't even quit. They're probably still there.
Yeah,
people are funny that way.
So here's the thing. I've heard of two of these big, like, rent-a-truck companies. Ones you've heard of, two big ones. I'm not going to say their name because I don't want to be liable right now. I'm going to wait. One lawsuit was settled out of court. I heard some inside information on that one. But there's a second company out there right now that is doing like the rental truck thing. Like, you come over here, you pay $1,400 a week. We rent you a Ryder truck from Cascadia, and we rip your rate cons. But you'll like this one, DIY. Two big companies, like 100 trucks or more. You know, like the one was on Asian Mile a while back, probably like 500-600 trucks. New company policy. Yes, both of them out of Chicagoland.
Yep.
New company policy. They don't share the rate con with the lease guy. Thoughts on that?
If you're paid percentage, they're legally obligated to if you ask. It's in the federal leasing laws. Mm-hmm. And it doesn't say they have to show you the rate con. It says they have to show you the invoice.
Okay. Now,
so I would push to see the invoice, because then if there was accessorials billed on, you know, you want to see that. They may not be on they may or may not be on the rate con. Yep. If it's direct freight, it won't be on the rate con. It's just governed by contract with who they're hauling it for. So you want to see the invoice.
True that. Hunter says, JD Jeff, where in Louisville are you going to get that $100,000? He wants to know. Says, do you know how to make $1 million in trucking? Start with two. I think that's, do you know how to end up with $1 million in trucking, right? Do you know how to end up with $1 million in trucking? Start with $2 million.
I thought it was start with 999,999.
I think anymore it might be start with 3 million if you want to end up with 1 million. Or work yourself to death. JD Jeff says rental cars and hotels for rest, but must be on camera and audio legit and good, folks. Though, if anyone interested, take care. Oh, okay. Dang, make $100,000, get rental cars and hotels when you do resets. Dang, but you got to be on camera. That's a thing. Got to be on camera. I'm getting less and less worried about cameras. I'm actually in the process of researching a new camera system for my truck. I'm going to put cameras on my side mirrors. I'm finna just go like 15 cameras on this bastard. Like, you know, just put them everywhere.
It's not a bad idea. I have hopefully this Scotia dash cam captured it the way it was supposed to. I had a state trooper brake check me today. A Massachusetts state trooper pull up alongside me, pull in front of me like close, and just about lock him up. Luckily, I was only going about 50 miles an hour because traffic was going a little slow. I believe it was a 65, and some bitch, you know,
Yeah.
Win that argument. Win that argument without a dash cam. Whew.
Yeah,
Damn it.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, I'm getting like, I did that little short video with the rapping Duke the other day, and a guy cut me off. That guy was doing about 20 mile an hour when he took that ramp. So, he slowed me down in traffic to about 20 mile an hour so he could, make the exit that he had already missed. And, if I would have got rear-ended right there, that could have been a real thing. That could have been
Yeah.
a really bad accident. But yeah, and honestly, right before that, that guy almost took my dang mirrors off. So that's why I want them. And here's the thing, I want one on my side mirrors that faces, at least on the driver's side, I want one that faces forwards and backwards, because every truck driver that passes me can't stay in his lane anymore. Like,
Yes.
you just can't do it. They just can't do it, dude. Ohio Turnpike is the worst for that here lately.
Yeah,
Like,
it's swag like Ohio.
swerving like Ohio. I'm swerving like Ohio.
Yeah.
Only Lonely says, what did he say to lose that customer, DIY?
I'm gonna get into it. It was
Can't repeat it here.
I'll never know exactly 100% of the whole story because I wasn't there.
True.
So, I know a few things, and it was really stupid. His plan backfired.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. Dennis is in the house. What up, everybody? Thanks for stopping by, Dennis. Woody says, that can't be unseen, DIY. He's talking about your OnlyFans, your butt shots.
You're welcome. I mean, then you ain't got to keep, paying every month. See it once, you're good.
Yeah,
you're
I
good.
don't think so. It's going to be like staring at the sun, dog.
Except for the moon.
Cheap Freight Hauler says the reason I won't have company drivers is playing out on this live feed. Yeah. It's a big reason why I haven't added trucks, man. Like,
I could tell you stories like you know very well there's things I ain't talked about.
Yeah. Story time with DIY coming soon. That's going to be his new segment. Cheap Freight Hauler, okay. Yeah, playing out on this live feed for sure. Griff says, hey, Cash and DIY, love see you rough F8 up on the last video. Oh, yeah, a lot of people like that. I don't know. We didn't mean nothing by it. We didn't mean nothing by it. Alice says, owner operators going out of business one by one. Only strong survive. Yeah, I'm thinking maybe it might be maybe like the hard-headed survive or something, because it's like,
I was looking at the short hoppers on the East Coast for next Monday. Them loads, those 80, 100, 150 mile loads that were, $700-800. They got them posted for $250 for next week, for next Monday. Yeah.
How many
miles?
How
do you like, anywhere between like 60 to 120-ish.
Dog, we used to be doing those for like 750 to 1,000, dog.
Yeah. Yeah, how do you like that?
I don't care for that at all. Stavros in the house. Whopper or the Big Mac? Oh, Whopper all day. Has anybody had a Big Mac lately? It's literally like a sausage size freaking patty on there, dude. That's got to be the littlest, like, you're basically paying $7 for bun and lettuce is what you're getting out of that. A bun and some lettuce. Seth says, Christianity, the original pyramid scheme. I'm sure there was pyramid schemes before that.
Yeah, the Egyptians. Look at all the pyramid schemes the Egyptians had.
Yeah, that's kind of what. Did you watch that Randall Carlson interview I sent you the other day, DIY?
I did not. Last night I went down a different rabbit hole while I was driving, but I'll knock that out tonight. I got about 270 miles to go yet. I figured I'd wait till the George Washington Bridge was done being all effed up before I went across there.
Buddy of mine was going across that area earlier, and I said, "Hey, how can the other million people that had the same idea to go through there at 5 p.m. be wrong? Like, you know?"
Yeah. Only most of them were dumb enough not to pay $100 for it.
Killian says, going out of business, I got more capital built at this moment than I've ever had in my life. All spot market reefer freight, and I got one hell of a truck note. There you go.
I tell you what, be careful. Be careful with that boasting, because that's how you get humbled.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people did. A lot of people did. Play it close to the vest at all times.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, you never know. You could be door dashing next week. Hell, shit happens. Rich Taco says, a forklift? Sound like a hell of a job. Rich Taco says, what up, Cash Money and DIY? Rough times in the trucking realm. Sorry to hear that, DIY. Yeah. Yeah, he getting better. He getting better with it. He's, Only Lonely says some can't keep mouth shut. Yeah. Yeah, that's true.
Here's, let's have just a real moment for a second, no good deed goes unpunished. Like, you try to help and somebody always screws it up, right?
Right.
It's in anything, really. Like, and you never know who's going to do it. You can vet people, you can talk to them, you think they're okay or whatever. You never know who's going to be the one. And
yeah,
it makes you a little gun shy when you right now it makes me not want to do this anymore, or even do that thing. But we'll just set it aside for now, and some time will pass, and there'll be other opportunities. But
right,
you know the ones that they freaking know everything, and you can't tell them anything. And it's just like sometimes just shut up and appreciate what you got. Like, I was talking about this with Snorlord last week. There is a complete lack of gratitude in the world today, not just in trucking, but in everything. Like, there's no gratitude. There's always more and more and more, and nothing's ever good enough. Well, take a minute and just look around you and just be grateful for where you are and what you have and your situation. Even though it might be rough, man, you ain't getting chased around the Serengeti by a lion, are you? You're not in a war-torn country with 12-year-olds out fighting in the streets with AR-15s.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's to be grateful.
Yeah.
Don't let perfect be the enemy of good enough, because you'll never be happy.
Yeah, I mean, everybody gets a trophy here. Sometimes you just take your trophy, It's like, Rich Taco, my boy, Rich Taco says, I come to the Midwest from the West for better rates and not much better at all. Yeah. The Midwest, she got hit pretty hard because, that was like, it's kind of one of those things with the internet. Things ain't what it used to be, Used to, you had these seasons that, boy, once you knew about them, you could just rock and roll, dude. I used to chase them produce seasons from Florida to Michigan every summer. Boy, I knew right where to be and when to be there and how to be there. And hell, there ain't even nothing there anymore because of the internet. Everybody got that heat map. You know what I mean? Everybody's chasing that heat map. Damn, my light went off. But yeah, that's like, I don't know. Everybody knows more now, so it's a whole different story. Like how my battery died right as I went to cut on the damn bunk heater.
Yeah.
I guess fire this thing up, let it run for a minute. Jonathan says, as an operational manager, I look to see if employees are hopping around a lot. Yeah. Yeah, you don't want to deal with that. Training is a big thing, like you bring these people into your company and you train them and, the next thing you know, they're gone. And what did you get out of it? You know,
And it's
it
hard
cost,
to replace them. Yeah, like
yeah,
costs a lot of money to bring a worker on,
yeah,
especially for a small
especially in,
company. I mean, it's a lot.
yeah, especially when you have to send your damn private jet out to get them boys, right? When your company's name's Horseback or whatever, what is that called? Uh,
Pony Express.
broke back, horseback, something like that. Yeah. No, it costs money. It costs money, dog. Um, Hunter says job hopping. You should never work for someone who treats you like shit. A lot
Here's the thing.
of shit companies out there. That's right. That's right.
You're absolutely right. But if you look at a resume and you've had 9 jobs in the last 2 years, you gotta be honest with yourself and say, am I the problem? You know,
Right.
there's plenty of bad companies out here. Don't get me wrong, but
Yeah.
there was probably 1 or 2 there that would have probably suited you pretty well if you'd have just taken time to learn the system and settle into a routine.
Right.
Probably could have had a great career there.
Yeah.
You know, how many is it to the point where you got to ask yourself if you're the problem? You know what I mean?
Right. I think so. Western Express. I was there for 3 weeks, but other than that, every trucking job I've had, I think the shortest I was ever there was 4 or 5 months. You know, and like of my career, really 4 companies makes up the majority of that 17 years. You know, so it's like it's a little bit of common sense. Yes, never work for someone that treats you bad and doesn't like you're not earning your potential. You know, like I heard somebody today talking about a guy that hadn't had a raise in trucking in like 15 years, and I'm like, they got to give you a cost of living raise every now and again. I mean, it's only fair. You know, like
Yeah.
something like that might push me to the point where I'd be like, yeah, we got to go do something. You know, like I know a buddy of mine that worked for a big carrier, a private fleet, but they weren't giving out any kind of pay raises, and it was kind of like, you know, when you're below the industry average by, you know, 13 to 15 cents per mile, you know, damn, you're leaving a lot of money on the table over 100,000 miles a year, you know, like that's a substantial pay raise. But then again, you know, common sense says if you look at that resume and it went from, you know, one mega carrier to the next mega carrier to the next mega carrier, it's like if you are going to switch jobs, make it worth it, you know, like if you're going from, you know, a starter company to like a mid-level company, you know, it's understandable. Nobody's hating on that. You know, you put in your 6 months to a year, 2 years at, you know, mega carrier RS, and then you found a good like local company that needed that year of experience. You got the year. Now you're doing like nobody looks at that like job hopping. To me, it's not. It's bettering your position, but I don't know. Alex says DIY. Make sure next driver you hire have good customer service skills. This was not an employee or a contractor, was it? DIY. This was a brokered
It was
load
not.
to.
Yes, it was. And actually, that wasn't the first load they did with me.
Wow.
I think somebody saw what they wanted for themselves and tried to devise a plan to get it for themselves and wrecked it for everybody. So
Shame.
uh,
Damn
yeah,
shame. John says it's very
yeah.
important. Yeah. Stavros, now he's craving a Big Mac. Yeah, this show is sponsored by McDonald's and Burger King. I've got them both to come together and agree on giving me money. So, you know, that's why we're talking smack about Subway sandwiches, honestly, just so you know. They're paying me damn good money to talk smack about Subway. Paul says, my previous employer with trucking was 2 years. Prior to that was 4 years and 8 years in trucking. New company is paying 20 cents a mile and seems to be investing in their drivers. Woo, 20 cents a mile seems pretty low.
Yeah.
There's Trucker Todd in the house. I'm eating Wendy's double cheeseburger right now instead of McDonald's or Burger King. I'm gonna tell you right now, if I put Wendy's on there, I don't see why anybody would have voted for anything else. I mean, square patty on a round bun, it's genius.
It's funny you say that. It reminds me of something. For years, my mother would never eat at Wendy's. She refused to eat a Wendy's hamburger.
Why is
Finally,
that?
like, what's? Oh, come to find out, it's because they're square. Hamburgers aren't supposed to be square. There's something funny going on there. I swear, man. Oh, that's hilarious.
All right, all right. Hey, for me personally, I do like Wendy's patties more because you can definitely tell they're not frozen. You know, like
Yeah. Yep.
just the way they retain like some juice. You know, like some fat.
Mhm.
But that's a funny story. No square patties over here, my guy. I don't
Right.
trust them.
Nope.
Paul Harris says I took 4 years off. Okay, 4 years off. Must have saved up a ton of money. My chapstick says, yeah, job hopping can be beneficial sometimes, but it's opportunity cost at the end of the day. Grass ain't always greener. That's a good point. Sometimes if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Yeah. Yeah. I left the carrier and went back there one time. It's the only job I've ever went back to after I left. I've always had this policy of when I'm out, I'm out. But let's see what he said. He is saying Canadian company bought Burger King. Yeah, I got you. My chapstick says you can only take so much before you got to leave and move on. Yeah, yeah, for sure. If you're not being treated right, I had a little issue with Averett. When I left Averett, number one, I was starting my own business, so I was leaving. But one of the things that really pushed me there was I had a dispatcher, driver, manager person, and we just did not see eye to eye on anything. Like, he had never driven truck. He just had no perspective. You know, he was always one of these, do me a favor. Can you do me a favor? It's my job. I don't do favors at work. And he would always be doing that. Can you move this trailer around while you're at this customer? Okay, well, that'd probably take me about an hour. So how about an hour pay? You know, stuff like that. Never. And I asked everybody. I went above his head. I tried to get a new driver manager, and they just would not. They was like, you guys you've been working fine for a year. Just stick with him. And I'm like, it's been a miserable year for me. Like, either give me somebody else or I'm leaving. And they were kind of willing to let me leave, and I was like, okay, gotta do what I gotta do.
Right.
Little Joe says, use the cat scale out for the first time. It's the cat's meow. Yes, I love not getting out of the freaking truck. Pull up on the scale, tap a couple buttons, and do it. Fake Trucking $25 says Alice and Wonderland. Okay.
What does that mean?
Anybody know what he's talking about?
Down the rabbit hole?
Reference. Oh, okay. Maybe. Um, maybe. How far behind am I? Let's see. Where was I at? Rich Taco. Rich Taco says this market has me like a midget at a urinal. Uh-oh. Standing on his toes. Hey, Gary says, and blame it on me. Yeah. And for Sam Mans, there's no shame in job hopping. It's not the 1950s anymore. It ain't like you can work for the same company your entire career and buy your first house and pay for tuition on Paperboy's salary. Yeah, I mean that's kind of what we're talking about. You know, if you start out at a mega carrier, you get your time in. You know, like nobody expects you to stay at freaking mega carrier for 10 years. You know, I mean some people do, and it works out well for them. But most people get that 6 months to a year, and they're out. Ampersand Man says, our currency is not the gold standard now, and every 2 years, politicians have to print more money to buy votes from stupid people. Yeah. Miss Chapstick says, maple syrup flavored waffle pop tarts, they're cash. Yes. Yes, I got those today at the truck stop on clearance. I would not have paid retail for those, just so you know. I'm not a retail type of guy. Manuel says, what's up, guys? Not much hanging out. 111 people in here. Everybody smash that like button for me. I much appreciate it. Rich says, has anyone found a video of someone waffle stomping in real life? Ooh. Next time I take a shower, I will buy a freaking Baby Ruth bar and make that video for you.
Be careful what
yeah.
you catch in the background on that. We don't need to see too far up the thigh. I'm just saying.
Or don't we? Do we or don't we?
How big you want this channel to be?
Exactly. With both feet says, what up, miscreants? DIY needs to rant. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta let everybody know. Jonathan says, I loaded a truck with some furniture yesterday. He told me if there wasn't one on the truck for him, there's gonna be one missing. Okay.
I'd call his company, turn him in, tell him get your driver the hell out of here. What is this, 1980? This ain't that world anymore. That's cargo theft.
Yeah.
I wouldn't let him haul my freight because eventually he's straight up telling you he's stealing from you.
Yeah. Rich Taco says the Foxy lady on the channel Trucking Made Successful has sonar, and she says sonar algorithm predicts rates to jump on the 20th.
Mhm.
Ain't that a holiday?
I'll take the flip side of that. Yeah, well, it's a holiday. So you're gonna have some holiday, whatnots there.
Yeah.
But looking at the broader economic data, I don't like it. Don't like it at all.
Trucking is based on the economy, so trucking's not going to improve significantly, like other than like just little blips here and there, until the economy itself starts pulling its weight. Trucker Dan says, how do y'all make profit when you spend that kind of money on a sandwich? LOL. Yeah.
Here's the thing. You get yourself a foot-long sub. The next morning, you got yourself 2 waffle stomping videos out of that. Put them on the YouTubes, make your money back, and hopefully more.
Yes. And to be clear, I did not pay $17 for a sandwich. It was a combo meal, large. Okay, I'm all about value here.
It's not about being a gluttonous pig. It's getting your money's worth.
Yes. I got me a whole table full of slop for $17.
Oh, remember when the Petro buffet or the Flying J buffet was like $9.99?
Dude, you could go in there and you could hit a Flying J buffet, and you could time it out just right about 2:30 in the afternoon, and literally you could count it as lunch, dinner, and breakfast the next morning. I mean, you could eat 7,000 calories in one sitting. I miss it. My chapstick says, yeah, toll road plazas can jack up the prices, especially out of the East Coast. Yeah, how much is that? How much is that damn thing? That bridge up there, that one bridge?
Mackinac?
It's $100 bill, ain't it? The
Oh,
Washington.
the Washington? Yeah, if you're going northbound, it's $100. It's 100. I think it's 100 and change now, but if you're going south, it's free. I'm going the freeway.
Ooh. Put it in the river bag, Allie. Snorlord's in the house. He says, "Hello, waffle killers." That's what we do. Ryden says, just like the SNL skit called Almost Pizza. Come on with it. Yeah. It's Almost Pizza.
This one is called Used to Be Pizza.
I think the one you had was called This Ain't Tuna, per the DNA results.
Bring that up again.
I would love to have I would have a Maury Povich sketch where he has like a manila envelope and we got like a Subway sandwich and a tuna on stage together.
DNA, yeah.
He pulls out the DNA results. You are not the father, and the tuna gets up jumping.
You know, is it too far-fetched even at this point to say they could have us freaking acting like cannibals and we wouldn't even freaking know it?
Yeah. What was it?
If they know the DNA definitely wasn't tuna, they should be able to tell you exactly what it was, but they won't. It's cause for concern.
Is it mackerel?
I don't know. Ooh, love me some mackerel.
Yeah. Oh man.
Hand mackerel.
Mackerel is. Oh yeah. Patties and fry them out. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Tuna is actually made of crickets. DIY. It's crickets. Dan suggests that's crickets.
Maybe right.
Woody says it's tilapia.
Maybe, but they would still have to add the tuna juice to it because tilapia don't quite taste like tuna.
Yeah.
I'm still hung up on tuna juice.
I see sandwich made out of Soylent Green. It's people. It's people, DIY.
It might be.
Rich Taco says, another reason I won't eat Subway. Yeah. In Ireland, they're not allowed to call that bread because it's got too much sugar in it. You guys know that? If you watch my other channel, you would, because I made a video about that on my second channel called Trucking with the Diabetes. Yeah. Chief Red Holler says, it's plant-based meat soaked in cleanup water from a tuna factory.
I'm picturing it in my head.
I can't say that he's wrong, honestly. Jonathan says, I think it was a joke. I didn't think he was gonna steal one, but he did say he wasn't joking. Yeah, that's like the movie, you know. We're gonna take the kitchen with us when we leave.
Yeah. We're taking the swimming pool. Yeah.
Yeah, joking. Yeah. Yeah, you never know. Let's see, where the hell was I at? Tuna substitute. Woody says just put some tuna oil on there. Dan says soy with lot lizard drippings, DIY.
Oh, come on now.
Dan getting a little graphic with it, just saying. George Will says, I like White Castle, Jack in the Box, and Portillo's. Oh, I love a Portillo's, dog. They make a roast beef sandwich on a big crescent, like on a croissant roll. Oh, you want to talk about a sandwich, like a carved meat sandwich on a freaking giant croissant. Oh, it's good. Taco Villas of Arkansas, Sonic and Arthur's. Okay. I like Sonic. You like their ice cream, DIY?
No, I'm suspect of their ice cream. I've only been to Sonic like twice. No, because I got one of their I don't know, Blizzard type things. What do they call it? A mixer or whatever. I got one of those one time. Yeah, and I had some of it, and I left it sit in the cup holder in my hot truck for like hours, and I came back and it didn't melt. So I'm a little suspicious. It barely melted.
Yeah.
It turned into some kind of styrofoam type texture. And I was a little suspicious of that.
Is it like Turkish ice cream where it's like,
I don't know.
You ever seen that Turkish ice cream? It's like it doesn't melt. Maybe they got to deal with the Turkish over there.
Maybe.
Lot Lizard won't guarantee 100% tuna either. Oh, come on with it, Aaron in the house with the Lot Lizard jokes. Trucker Dan says get you a paternity test on that tuna. Yeah, exactly. I want that. I want to see that skit, dog. I want to see a damn sub sandwich and a guy in a tuna costume on the stage. Mari Povich reading the DNA test. Says that Subway sandwich is, oh man, from Big Pussy from The Sopranos in the fish market scene. Yeah. Dennis says, is that Fukushima radioactive tuna? Uh-oh. Yeah, is that where are they sourcing this tuna from is my question. But technically it ain't tuna, so.
Yeah.
Taylor says, ever heard how much sugar is in a Subway bread? Yes. Like I said, if you go over to my second channel, Trucking with the Diabetes, I did a video about that. There is the same amount of sugar in a 6-inch Subway piece of bread that's in an Oreo cookie. So you could either have Subway bread or an Oreo cookie.
I mean, I could have both and call it a foot long.
Does Subway make an Oreo foot long? You know, where they just stack it with Oreos and put lettuce and tomato and mustard on it?
No, that's my invention. And then if they try to steal it, I am litigious.
Okay. I've heard you talk about that for decades now. Dennis says McDonald's use pink slime in their hamburgers. Look it up. Pink slime. Yes. Yes, I have seen that before, and it is amazing.
It's also delicious. I mean, I ain't going to lie.
With both feet in the house. Thank you, sir, for $5. Let me see here. We got a couple things going on. I got to touch on real quick. We got a David Edwards became a new David Edwards, new channel member. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. John Platts in the house became a YouTube channel member. Appreciate you both. Appreciate all my channel members. That supports the live shows when we got channel members in here because that's the way I do it. I pay for the StreamYard and the internets with the channel members. Grade A Transportation says, Ludafisk, do you want some crumb cake for dessert, DIY?
I would prefer some head cheese.
That's what you do.
I get
it. Did anybody throw it in their mouth when I made that comment? Old School, New School says, name a place that didn't use pink slime. What is Ludafish?
TA and Gary. It is fish that they soak in lye. So they take some fish and they soak it in lye, and it's lutefisk with a K on the end, and then you you eat it.
How do they soak a fish in lies?
Lye, L-Y-E.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, who the hell's telling all these lies?
Fish from Washington, D.C.
Sorry about that. Seth Ward says, DIY just smiled. Uh-oh, he's feeling a little better. Yeah.
It was gas. I did just eat a non-tuna sub. I did just eat mystery DNA. One thing about that mystery DNA is it'll make you a little gassy.
Oh, Seth Ward just became a channel member. Thank you, Seth Ward. I appreciate that. Yeah, DIY, tell us more about eating this DNA about a foot long.
I'll tell you more, but I don't know what it was.
Tell us about gobbling down some DNA over there at the old foot long.
What? This is what Fate Trucking was telling me about today.
Oh, let's see here. Where was I at?
Well, there's one time when I was in Gatlinburg.
Your Peterbilt broke down, huh?
Yes.
Somebody slammed into the ass end of your Peterbilt.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Our alarms went off.
Balloons and confetti went flying out, I heard.
Said it was the 8th time that day another driver in Peterbilt hit me in the ass.
uh, cents per mile says all the stuff I want for the truck. Iowa 80 was $2,300. Amazon was $1,556. Mighty a whopping $865. That's amazing.
Dammitboy!
Wow. Wow. Yeah, everybody use my code on Mighty Products, baby. We doing it over there. Great company to do business with. I appreciate those guys. Yeah. I also did a video on it. Okay, Snorlord did a video on the Oreo cookie thing too. Yeah, you gotta stay away from that Subway bread. All bread is not created equal, but it is all bad for you. Woody said, Super Lego of my ego called me today. Yeah, dog, if your phone number is in the trucking realm, they get a hold of it, dog. They will call you 150 times a day. I had a guy email me the other day asking me, he said, have you ever been harassed by a trucking company? I was like, what do you mean? He's like, well, I got Super Ego Holdings calling me 5 times a day, and I've told them not to call me, and yet they just keep on calling me.
That's just me yanking your chain.
Okay. I told him, I said, I don't know how to get around that. Like, if you tell them to stop, what's the legalities of having to stop? I said, if you're just riding in your truck, waste their time. Tell them, say, yeah, I would love to do that, but you got to fly me in first class. And, go after them. Get that money. Mess them up a little bit,
Yeah. Have them send a limo to your house, pick you up.
Say, here's the thing, okay? I'm going to need 2 Ukrainian women waiting in that limo for me when I get there, okay? And if you can't supply this, then you quit calling me, because that's my price.
You don't knock it off, I'll tell Putin right where you're at.
I'll call the damn Belgrade embassy, and we'll have words.
That's right.
Dennis says, I'm getting ready to tear up a Philly cheesesteak. Damn it, boy, I hope it's a good one. I hope it's a good one.
Turn them into the FCC, because if you ask them to stop calling you, they're supposed to stop calling you. Better yet, put yourself on the do not call list and don't. Well, no, because you asked them to call you. You put your name out there. That don't work.
See, that's the thing. He said he's had no affiliation with them. He has not called them, talked to them.
Try this. Try this. Okay. Wait till you got a real hot looking one. She sounds real hot. Keep her on the phone and try one of these here. Yeah. Tell me about what kind of loads you got over there. What kind of rig? Tell me about what kind of rig I'm going to get. Try one of those.
Ask them about skimming rate cons is what I would ask them about. David says, my company's servers went down this week. 3,000 drivers sitting for 2 days they couldn't dispatch.
Just use the excuse they didn't have no freight.
Yeah. It's a good point. It's a good point.
If there was 3,000 trucks sitting there, should have been a ton of freight out there for people.
Yeah. Snorlord says, Falcon Eye camera system. Okay, Falcon Eye. Falcon Eye.
Yeah, don't make a mistake and get that Falcon ass one. That won't do you a bit of good.
Yeah, I heard that one's shitty, honestly. Big rig DoorDasher. I got 2 cameras facing forward. Yeah, I got 2 cameras facing forward in here as well. I did have 3, but I put one over there kind of looking at a mirror. And then I don't know. I need a system is what I need. I need a system.
You need a pumping system. Both?
Yeah. Yes.
Just loop some GoPros all over the place.
I do have a GoPro back there I'm not using. I could do something with that. Big Daddy Trucking, $10. Thank you, sir. Where do you get the hats, Cash? Most of I think I got this one at a truck stop. It's at a TA. I like it because it says my favorite slogan. you know, keep on trucking, whatnot, and then
As if you were ever going to stop trucking.
and it's got the American flag over here on this side,
Mm.
just so you know. Now you know. Um, but yeah, I got this one at a truck stop. That's usually where I get them. I don't like to pay retail. I like to find them on a deal, I haven't pulled out the Obama hat forever. Maybe I should have been pimping that Obama hat tonight.
You ain't broke out the harmonica in a long time neither.
Should I switch to the Obama hat?
Nah, not this far in. You don't want to drive everybody away already.
That's true. That's true. Let's see here. Where was that on these comments? One on each side of the trailer. Yeah, see, I'm thinking about putting mine up on the hood mirrors. That way it'll kind of look all the way down the side of the truck. That's kind of what I'm thinking. One on the side of the trailer, which you can move. That's not a bad thing. I would like to have one that goes in the trailer, like one of those remote cameras.
Yeah, I was talking about that with somebody yesterday. Be real nice to know when they're done unloading you, if they hit something. Put the forks through your wall.
Yes, that's exactly why I want it. Big Red Door says, saved my skin more than once and saved the inside of my trailer. Yeah, that's for sure. Rye Keith, channel member in the house. Evening, y'all. Any fun plans this weekend? Trucking, man.
Jab that knife a little bit deeper.
We trucking, man. Yeah.
I had some cool plans, and my wife just sent me pictures of her outdoing them without me. So that's okay. I appreciate it. Like, that's cool.
How you feeling about her hanging out with rich, famous, handsome men?
Hey, do whatever they want you to do. Get that money. So bring it on home to daddy.
I don't think guys like that do it for money. They do it for like the records, right? To keep like.
Hey, I mean, I'd be happy for her. She, if that's what she wants. And I'd like to believe that if I was hanging out with, Kate Upton, that she'd be happy for me if I could knock that out. But not so much the case. But I'd still be happy for her.
Yeah, that's usually not how it works. But you'd like to think she'd be happy for you. Chief Heller says that a Falcon Eye system in the past didn't have good luck with it. The system and customer service was horrible. Oh, wow. Okay. Appreciate the feedback. Tyler's in the house. Seth Ward. Okay, yeah, bummer. Rich Taco says, people going out of business, but they are just driving for other carriers. We need people to leave the industry.
I think there's going to be more people coming into it. Every time the economy takes a downturn, people rush into trucking because they lost their other jobs. So we're probably going to end up with more people. I mean, hopefully less people in the spot market, but more people overall.
Yeah. That's one thing, though, when a lot of people, like right now, when they leave being an owner-operator, they typically leave the spot market, and go into more contracted stuff,
I mean, that would help. That would help. Get a couple 100,000 of them.
Yeah. I'm going to shut the poll down here in a second. If anybody hasn't voted on that, please go vote. Currently 118 votes on that. Wow, that's impressive. I'll give it a couple more minutes, then I'm going to shut it down, and we'll see who the winner is.
Also what she said.
Burger King's been ahead the whole time. Like, it's been from they got the very first vote, and they've not been behind yet. So, which is funny to me because McDonald's is a very successful business, whereas Burger King struggles. But yet people claim they like Burger King more. Explain this, DIY.
I think young people really like McDonald's. Once you get a little older, I think you kind of grow out of it or realize, oh my God, this is probably really bad for me. Not saying you're going to run to Burger King. You probably just do something else for food. But
right. Yeah, it's different when people are buying the Happy Meal for you, right? It
Yeah.
changes the dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's see here. Cheap Freight Hauler says, I'm going out onto the Long Island next week. Anybody know the best way to get there from the south? Yeah.
Go up through Staten
Uh,
Island. Go in through Staten Island.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
make
You
sure you're doing
go.
it like before 6 a.m.
Yeah. You kind of got to go north, then go south, right?
If you're coming from the south, well, you kind of cut up through the Gothels, and then you go over Staten Island. You'll come up into Queens, and then
Yeah.
you can get out. We get up to 495 and go out that way.
Yes. Yes.
The LIE. Then
CJ
don't stress
Hudson.
it. Don't stress it. Long Island is nice. It's nothing. If you've never been there before, don't stress it. Long Island, it's no problem. And you're really not you're not gonna get off the interstate, going through that area anyway. So you don't even need to stress it. It's just gonna be busy. It's gonna be like, a rush hour for a long time.
Yeah.
But no reason to stress.
Yeah.
Don't lose sleep over it.
It's no worse than LA or Chicago, or I mean it's just
No.
a lot of going. It's just a lot going on. Just stay in
Yeah.
your lane, and
Follow directions.
hope you got your easy pass dialed in.
Shut your music off. Pay attention to where you're going. Don't miss any turns. You'll be just fine. Get
Yeah.
directions. Don't blindly follow your GPS, and you'll be just fine.
Yeah.
People out there are good at giving directions for truckers usually.
I would recommend from wherever you're getting off the freeway to your delivery, use that freaking Google Street View. I do it all the time. I don't care if it takes me 10 or 15 minutes. It's like when I get there, everything looks familiar because I've already seen it before. Like I
You
do
know
the
what
whole
driveway to
like
use.
zoom in. Yeah. Yeah, I
Hey,
do the
there's that guy in
whole
the corner
thing.
showing his butthole, just like it was on Google Street View.
Exactly. Exactly. CJ Hudson says between McDonald's, Burger King, give me Taco Bell and Wendy's. Woo wee. There's a man that knows how to punish himself.
You got to watch out for them square hamburgers. I'm just saying.
Yeah, exactly. And hey, let's don't even get started on what's in Taco Bell meat, right? Um, Taco Bell they put a little sand in their meat. Did you know that? They got a little sand in there.
Silica?
Yeah.
Is it silica? Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
It's also cellulose in the cheese.
Yeah. Yeah. AKA deliciousness.
Yeah.
You know, and I look at it like this. Sand is one of the most durable things on earth. You know, why wouldn't I want to be made of that? Just saying. Just saying. It's high in fiber.
Yeah.
I mean, now when it comes out of your butt at a high rate of speed, it feels like 90 grit sandpaper. But
You're welcome, by the way.
Dennis says, I don't miss the GW Cross Bronx LIE, none of it. Yeah, you can keep all that, honestly, the Bronx and whatnot. The last time I had to go up through there, I got held up at the PFG in Elizabeth, New Jersey, and I had to leave
Literally
there.
held up.
Literally held up. I had to leave there at like 4 in the afternoon and go to Long Island at 4 in the afternoon. I got there at about 7:30.
I gotta take this call.
All right. So yeah, it was not a fun day. Big Rig DoorDasher says, "Amen." DIY. Gratitude brings perspective. Yes, I agree with that. I like that. Always, always be thankful for what you got. Because it could be a lot different. Mass says, "Hi from Russia." There you go. What up? George Wilson says, this is off subject, but I like charbroiled burgers the best. But for grill burgers, a lot of mom and pop, old school coffee counter shops are the best. Yeah, for sure. Cool Trucking says, everyone knows the Whopper is better than the Big Mac, but every now and then I crave a deluxe quarter pounder. Okay. 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 MacD is dead in Russia. Oh, man. Is that a truck? MacD? Is the MacD? Cheap Freight Holler says, hope this wasn't the Tater Restack driver. No, it was a different one, I do believe. It was a different one. Cool Dragon says, I've been called a job hopper, but if you leave a job the right way, by all means, go where it makes you happy. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you look at that from the employer side as well, would you want somebody working for you that's not happy? You know, like to me, you'd rather them just be like, I'm out of here. And you'd be like, okay, fair is fair. You know, fair is fair. Don't steal all my stuff when you leave, and be all good. Carl's Jr. Superstar is the best fast food burger. Okay, nobody can argue that one. Man, it is cold in this truck. Why is it cold in this truck? I got heat, but the fan's not on. I'll be damned. I guess I've charged my battery enough too. There's no reason to have this truck running. I've been setting for a while, so I figured I'd charge the batteries a little bit. Fake trucking in the house, $25. Let me end that poll real quick. Where we at on that? 60-40. Burger King wins. 60-40. Okay. 125 votes. Wow, I think that's the most votes I've ever had on one of those. John says, my first job out of driving schools, I went 4 years trying to make it work, and it was Trans Am. That should tell you something, LOL. In 12 years of driving, I'm on my 5th job. Yeah, I didn't go that far with it, but I did 2 years at USA Truck right off the bat. And, like, it wasn't that great. I should have left earlier. I'd have made more money, but hey, sometimes you just don't know better. Forrest says, if you guys are Christians, pray for me so I can get back in my truck. It's been over a year. Whew, getting done. Wow. DIY for the win. For sure. Steve says, what up, Fate? Howdy, y'all. Howdy. LOL, jet jockey pay is good. Okay. George says, at my company, I would have a doggy type door at the end of the hall with rehire sign above the door. Damn. I've only ever went back to one job that I can remember. And, things just kind of ended like weird. So it was like, I thought maybe I could go back and make it work. And it kind of did. Never waffle stomp your own bathtub. No, you only do that in a truck stop. You are correct, Kevin. Never ever do that at your house. Jonathan with $5. Thank you very much. Bob Lowe's in the house. What up, everybody? Not much. Channel member David Edwards in the house. David says, hello, Mr. Cash. Finally paying for the humor. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Thanks to all my channel members out there. You guys are the best. George Wells says, cannibalism is underrated. It is a acquired taste. Don't knock it until you've tried it. Oh, George, are you saying you've tried it? Are you saying you've tried something? Six Emperor says, government officials are made of meat. You can cook and eat them. Ooh. Ooh. What do you think about BP buying out TA and Petro? What do I think about that? Let me tell you what I think about that. I think it's going to make BP a lot of money because BP would not have spent all that money if they didn't think there was something there. So that's what I think. I think BP is going to make a ton of money off of that deal. Paul Harris says, hashtag trucking with diabetes. You need to make imagings with Wilford Brimley mustache on your face. Oh, okay. Dennis says, does Uber know your worth? Damn it. Damn it. A lot of those people do not. They are just pain in the ass. A lot of Uber riders are just pains in the ass. David says, Briar's on to melt either. It's oil. Ooh, Briar says oil in it. Weird. Weird. Georgia Patriot, channel member, late again. That's all right, as long as you here. Taylor says the overhead sign in El Paso says watch for unexpected pedestrians. Yeah, it's pretty close to the Rio Grande down there, I guess. Thank you, Seth, for becoming a channel member. Kevin says, I threw up just a little. Okay. President's Day is the 20th. That's right. Next Monday. Pink slime is the residue left on your seat when the lot lizard slides across your seat. Oh my God, Paul. Oh my God, what the F, Paul? Says cashiers. Was that DNA creamy? Oh, we'll have to wait till DNA gets back, or DNA. Oh, I gotta change his name to the DNA consumer. DJ Pete says, yeah, boy, caught the live. Love you guys. Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it. Appreciate you. Trying to catch up on the comments a little bit here. I'm still about 20 minutes behind here. Thanks again for the $10, Big Daddy Trucking. Appreciate you. Rich Taco says, sounds like it's some man-made GMO tuna from the India sewers. Oh, man. You do not want to know about the India sewers. Trigger Dan says, I can confirm about Super Ego. I told him to stop and still get 2 to 3 texts and 1 or 2 calls a day. Yeah, brutal, man. They don't listen. Sounds like he's hauling for Southwest Airlines trucking division. I didn't know Southwest Airlines had a trucking division. Is that a real thing? I love to know about this stuff. Fly your flag, okay. Cadillac Jake says, I'm up for some rookie driver of the year for the company I drive for. There you go. I'd like to say my success attributed to Cash is King and DIY Semi. Oh, that's the best. Thank you. I'm glad we helped. That makes my day. That makes me happy. Trucker Dan says, any of y'all ever dealt with tennis elbow from driving so much? I've been struggling the past few weeks and can't get any relief. No, I cannot say that I have. I cannot say that I have. Says cheap freight hauler the best. What's the best camera setup out there? Yeah. There you go. Try TheraWorks for the elbow. Paul says, I pick a brand new trailer at a customer with 2 forklift holes in the nose of the trailer. Wow. The receiver had no idea how it happened, but as a company, it wasn't my problem. I notified my bosses. Yeah, that's crazy, man. Brand new equipment. You back?
Sorry, I had to take that phone call.
Oh, okay. No worries. We're talking about brand new trailers with holes punched in them.
Ah, yes. Yes. I suppose they deny everything.
Yes.
That's what I'd do.
Georgia Patriot says, once you know what's actually in McDonald's, you won't eat it again. I don't know. I'm pretty stupid. I watched the how it's made on hot dogs, and I still eat hot dogs.
I watched Soylent Green, and I still eat Soylent Green. I mean, what flavor's play? You know, tasting good is tasting good. You know.
I see you changed your name to the Subway DNA consumer.
Oh, you got me.
He loves consuming that DNA over there. It's mystery DNA, by the way. Mystery DNA.
Foot long DNA. Don't forget that.
Yeah. Yeah. That's what he do. That's what he do. I'll tell you what, we'll get rid of the DNA part and just put you're a Subway consumer.
I'd rather have that than just a DNA consumer. Thank you.
Yeah. Let's see, where was I at here? Raphael says there's more McDonald's locations, I think. Yeah, I think Subway had more locations.
No, Subway has more locations now.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. I think Subway has more locations, but But yeah, there's probably more McDonald's than Burger Kings for sure.
Yeah.
I always take a picture of a new trailer move. Takes 2 minutes and covers your ass. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. It's brand new, man. You don't want to be accused of scratching and denting. Had a forklift driver put the forks through the floor. Holy sheets.
You got to. I think you got to try to make that happen.
Yeah,
And
that's an extra. Yeah, that's extra effort.
that's talent.
Is that what they call it these days?
Mm-hmm.
David says, pick up a new to me Jeep, paid cash. Life is good. Is that what you got on the tire on the back? A little sign that says life is good. I see that on them Jeeps all the time.
Better than it's a Jeep thing. You wouldn't understand.
Ooh, I like the one where it's like Jeep's upside down and it says, if you can read this, flip me over or something. Yeah. George Page says, yeah, but I use Street View every time I go to a new place. Yeah, I consider that part of trip planning. Like, it's just that 5 to 10 minutes of doing that. Oh, it takes the worry away. It's like a damn, it's like a rapping Duke. It just makes me feel at ease. Dennis, Aretha Franklin.
Yes.
Oh, I can get him going. You guys give me a minute. Eventually I'll hit one of those lines where he just can't stop. I got
I'm
2
fighting it.
6-shooters.
That'll see me through. That's 12 dead and 188 pallbearers.
There it is. Da ha da ha.
I'm more like the rabid Duke.
Oh man. Dennis says, don't hit the overhang on the BQE. Come on. The BQE. I think he's talking about some new McDonald's sandwich, right? The BQE.
Yeah. Yeah. Hey, Jackknife TV, text me. You got my number, text me.
Okay. What's he doing?
He just woke up.
Oh, okay. Pat says, if you're in Midwest, try Brahms. They make a good burger and all the sugar-rich desserts you could ever want. Oh, you had me at good cheeseburger, but oh man, you really sold me. I'm pretty sure I've been to. Didn't Brahms don't they have like an ice cream cone as their like logo or something? If I'm not mistaken.
I believe so.
They're like a Baskin Robbins in the Midwest, kind of. Jeffrey says, "Hey, Big Daddy Cash and semi Long Island warning hamburgers don't have mustard on them. Who'd thunk it? Yeah, did you know that? No
No, I
mustard
did
on a
not.
cheeseburger. Belching Boss Trucking LLC is why people keep flocking to the trucking industry because of their highbrow YouTuber. Yeah, that's a big part of it. I keep telling people, hey, you could be eating Subway sandwiches at a $13 clip. Come on.
How about 18?
Oh, yeah, that's right. It was 18. Simple me. I'm a country bumpkin. You think you can get a sandwich for $13 these days? Come on. Big Rig DoorDash says, anybody know where I can buy one of those old school trailer tails made by Stemco?
I just took one off a trailer, but I think I threw it away a couple months ago.
Oh, you didn't want to resell that DIY?
No, they shake apart eventually.
Yeah. And that who's that smart way or something like that makes the one that like is not near as big but almost just as effective.
Yeah.
There's a company. McDonald's sells happiness. You damn right they do. as an adult, ugh, they train me to expect a toy when I get a food. Says, yeah, but that Biden sandwich is super fry and tough. Okay.
Super fly.
I mean, I'm imagining if it's a Biden burger, if it comes with hair in it, you got to let it slide, right? Like,
You trying to trigger me again?
I'm just saying. Taylor says, how did you fare getting out of that icy dock, Mr. Cash? I had to put a little ice melt down to get myself rolling, but once I got out of it, we did okay. The real pain in the ass, literal pain in the ass, was I had an air leak issue on my. Well, excuse me. I had an air hose that was supposed to let air out, and it had got water in it, and it had froze. So I had to get down on that ice on my butt and deal with that hose. And come to find out, my butt melted the ice, and then my pants
Ooh.
refroze to the ice.
Oh, nice.
So I literally had to pull my, almost ripped the ass out of my pants getting up off of the ice. And let me tell you, somebody was asking me the other day about why is freight still paying good out of Minnesota and this, that, and the other. And I said, because here's the thing. My ass froze to the ground the other day working on a trailer. And then who doesn't want to spend their morning with wet pants when it's, 15 degrees outside?
Yeah,
You
wet
know?
frozen pants is my jam. Just saying.
Yeah. uh, somebody was asking me today, you think winter's over or is it going to bounce back? And I said, what are you talking about? In Minnesota right now, it's freaking 14 degrees. Like, there's no bouncing back. It's not going anywhere for like 2 more months at least. But hey, I was in Maryland today and it was like 57 degrees. So depends on where you're at, I guess.
Yeah, it's all a matter of perspective.
This is true. But yeah, always keep some ice melt, a little grit in your truck, Um, maybe bag one of those Taco Bell poops, because all that sand in there might get you out of might get you out of a slick piece of parking lot.
Good traction.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm
All
so
right.
sorry for that
Hey,
one.
I
Dear,
think I need
dear
to
Lord
get going down
Jesus.
the road here. So
All right, man. We appreciate you.
yeah.
Everybody, that's one DIY Simi in the house. Thanks, DIY.
See ya.
He'll be listening as he rides along for a minute, I'm sure.
All right.
Later, DIY. Thank you. All right, let's keep it rolling for a minute. I think I got a minute or two in me. Hey, Camo. Hey, Camo. Anybody? Anybody? Blood sugar's 108 right now. 108. There you go. Let's see here. Where the hell was I at? George says, for me, Crosstown Cartage Company in suburban Chicagoland, I was accepted at Schneider, but they took 6 months to respond, and I had to earn some money. Yeah, sometimes you got to do with what works for you, bro. Totally get that. 93 people in the house. Everybody smash that like button for me if you could. I made McDonald's French fries. They're great. Very stricken on recipe. Okay. The Rapid Duke. Yeah, the Rapid Duke. Oh, DIY's got them jokes. Jokes. Jackknife TV says, waking up at the luxurious Bordentown Petro. David Edwards, uh-oh. Sith Ward, y'all have a good night. Got to get back cooking some chicken thighs. There you go. In the custom sleeper cafe. Damn, boy, check that out. Is that a giant sleeper Volvo? My God, that's a truck right there. I want my next truck to be a giant sleeper Volvo. Just saying. Just saying. Strict. Yeah, there's McDonald's strict with the recipe. WCF Invader in the house. What up? Not much. DIY had to bounce out. He had to get to driving. I've almost been at this for 2 hours though. I'm about to about to wind this thing down. I think I thought I was going to keep going, but I'll be honest with you. I think I got a movie I want to watch, so I might go chill and watch that movie. Where are you two? I'm in Jessup. If you're close, buy you dinner. Oh, there you go. There you go. With both feet. Invader Man. All right. Doug Kelly says, I got more miles digesting McDonald's than you got waiting for Burger King to get your order right. Oh, Doug Kelly, bravo, sir. Bravo. I think I'm going to bounce out on that one. I do appreciate everybody. We love you, Cash. Thank you for these lives. Yeah, no problem. Thanks, DIY, for coming by. Everybody go check out DIY. If you don't know his channel, go over there and subscribe to him as well. Show him some support, you know. He just ate a Subway sandwich, and God knows what was in that. So go over there and show him some support. But yeah, I'm out of here, guys. Thanks, everybody, for watching. I appreciate you. Later.